welcome to the number 2 lesson on improvising on the Linnstrument. So last time we focused on a small area of 10 pads, really using only 6 of those notes with 2 chords. One is a C major. Actually, I'm going to bring that up a little bit just to make it easier to hear. C major and D minor. So those 2 chords are what we're focusing on, and then we were just learning how to improvise using chord tones. So on C major, we were using these tones, and D minor using these tones. So in this session, we're going to keep with those 2 chords just for this session. I'm going to add in some more next time. But what we're going to do here is use a couple patterns to begin just getting your hands used to moving around these notes a little bit. So what we're going to do is use 3 patterns. So by patterns, I just mean sequences of notes. So what we're going to do is play the chords like this, melodically. We're going to use, first do like that, C, E, G. And what we're going to start doing now is refer to chords by numbers, the notes in the chords by numbers. And we'll explain the rationale behind that theory-wise in a later session. But now all you need to know is that the lowest note on a chord is 1. The next one is 3. And on a 3-note chord, the last one is 5. So 1, 3, 5. And then on the minor it would be 1, 3, 5. So the patterns that we're going to do are, the first one is just 1, 3, 5. The second one we're going to do is 5, 1, 3. And the third one we're going to do is 3, 1, 5. So what I would suggest you do is, if you're focusing on two-handed play, play the chords in one hand. Get used to what those patterns feel like. So that is the first one. 1, 3, 5. And what I also would encourage you to do is to begin to sing them as you play them. And I kind of can't stress this enough, because this will begin ear training. And that's one of the first things we want to start early on. I wish I had started it early on when I started playing instruments. But this is a great way to do it. It's a great way to train your ear, just to start singing these as you play them. So 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. And then as you go 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, and then 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, like that. You can do it in each hand. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5. If the singing feels awkward at first, or you can't hit the notes right away, don't worry about it. You'll begin to hear it and be able to hit those notes. And trust me when I say singing the note number and the notes themselves will help your ear immensely as you go forward when you do these exercises. So again, this is all you really need to do. This lesson is just focused on you learning these 3 patterns: 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 5, 1, 3, 3, 1, 5. And you can also try, if you're playing two-handed, playing, the chords on the right hand: 3, 5, 5, 1, 3, 3, 1, 5, and then go back and forth between hands. But just get the feeling under your fingers of doing these patterns and the sound, and then sing it. And that connects sort of different parts of the brain in a way that's hard to do otherwise. And you'll see the benefit pretty quickly, I think. One other thing I wanted to point out before ending this lesson is that I would hope that in terms of the practice you do for this course, I'm assuming you're doing all kinds of messing around and practice in other contexts with the Linnstrument, but for this course, spend about half the time doing these exercises and the actual technical stuff I'm showing you, and half the time just fooling around, still within the parameters. So in this case, we're still, focused on these two chords and doing the melodies, in the right hand, or you can going back and forth. But just really fooling around. So if you're just, just kind of like that, it is incredibly important because improvising, is different than learning songs or reading sheet music. It requires improvising, and you have to just start sort of doing it. Don't worry if it doesn't sound good. Just do it. Just fool around. Give yourself the license not to sound good at this point, or not to sound what you think is good. But over time, you'll be more pleased with what you're playing. But again, you need to do that. You need to give yourself license just to improvise, because if you're just, just playing patterns, or, just playing sort of preordained, notes, is not improvising. Improvising is, a complex process, and really the only way you can do it is to begin to do it. And so I've given you the parameters within which to do it, but just start doing that. So again, half the time do the exercises, and the other half just let yourself fool around. And I know we're starting off quite slow, but we're going to be bringing more things in and more chords in next lesson. But for this time, again, just keep with these two chords, play those three patterns, sing the patterns, and most of all, give yourself license to fool around as much as you need. And thanks for watching. See you next time.